everybody? Welcome back to Fan Talk. It is your host, Marcus Vargas, here with my boy, Dwayne Holloman.
What's up, everybody?
And my man, John Hendrickson.
Yo.
We are back for our final episode of the year.
Doesn't matter the number. It's just the final one.
Yep, doesn't matter, because it's not like we know anyway. All right, let's get it started like we always do. Let's see if we got any updates for John's list.
What we got, John?
Starting with the list. We got the quarterback list of quarterbacks that'll never win a Super Bowl. And then I got the solidified list. I got the on the fence list. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not sure if I did it because I've stopped marking them.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Andrew Luck on the fence list.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds familiar. Maybe he did that. I don't know. I don't remember.
That's why in my head I was like, I think
that.
I've already done.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We don't remember.
Yeah. Who knows?
If you know, call in.
Right. Yeah. Let us know. Number is 610-921-7557. Again, that is 610-921-7557. So call us if you got any topics to talk about, or you want to let us know if John already said that last week. Is that about it though? Haven't been many changes, right?
Yeah. I don't see him on the list, so I'm gonna go ahead and add him. Because I don't know why. Yeah, no, he was on the list. Never mind. Matthew Stafford. I was gonna talk about.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
he's got to be on the list.
I remember
He's actually solidified.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair, honestly.
You might as well just double solidify him.
Yep.
Yeah, double solidify him. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but
yeah. Nothing else new.
Let's get right into it. Let's get into this talk about this week, man. This past week was absolutely bonkers.
Crazy.
Absolutely bonkers. Do you want to start off, Dwayne?
I guess we could start with the Thursday night game, the Titans-Jaguars.
Holy moly. Can you believe it? Derrick Henry pulls out the 99, only the second 99-yard run in the NFL history, and he's looking like Marshawn Lynch on that run. Did not expect that game to go that way at all.
Did you like Marshawn Lynch's run better or that one?
Honestly, I like that one better. I don't know because Marshawn was in the playoffs, so like that's different. But I just feel like his run. Yeah, that's true. Holding my, that's a great. It's definitely a classic. But it's like, yo, Derrick Henry's run. First of all, it should have been swallowed up in the beginning. He like ran into a bunch of blockers. Then he cuts it outside and just bullies three dudes straight up. Like it wasn't like Marshawn had a lot of like people just missing tackles, not wrapping up. But like this guy was just like stiff arming dudes down the sideline, and he's like Marshawn, like a chunky dude. He's not like a small quick guy. I don't know, man.
You want to know something crazy?
Yeah.
About this?
What's up?
So I had the hockey game that night.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember it in my head.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen this run still. It's all
Wow.
The show is all about telling the truth.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen the run.
Can you pull it up, Dwayne?
I can pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Yeah,
You gotta watch it real quick while we're talking about it. It is one of the best runs. It's
I
actually
just figured I'd throw it out there as a fun fact.
It is one of the best runs I've ever seen.
Football, still have not watched it.
Wow, it's crazy because it was all over social media too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Like you guys are talking about it, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's insane,
I still
man.
haven't seen this
That's
run.
crazy. No, yeah, you're gonna like it. It's
been
a special
week.
one.
It's been finals week.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's stressed out.
Oh yeah.
Except me.
We weren't sure if we were gonna do this show,
Yeah.
but hey, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
About the loyalty.
No, that game was definitely crazy. I mean, I didn't expect the Jags to get blown out, but I mean,
With no offense, it's hard to win.
yeah, those things happen. But here we go. Here, he's watching it right now. Let's get this live reaction. Boom.
Oh,
Get out of
man.
my face.
That should have been stopped there.
Here's one more.
Here.
Get off of me. Boom.
Wow.
Throws him to the ground. Stiff arms Miles Jack too going into the end zone.
Man. I got to tell you, though, Marshawn Lynch's is better.
Yeah.
Marshawn
I didn't
Lynch's
watch
was
this
way
live.
better.
I didn't watch this live.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe there's like that perspective.
When I was watching that,
I might have watched Marshawn Lynch's live.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
think I
watching
was.
that playoff game too. It was the 7-9 Seahawks that
Yep.
beat the Saints.
It was
in
awesome.
a playoff game.
That was such
That's
a fun
crazy.
game.
I saw that live and I was screaming my head off. I was like, 99 yards. Oh my God. I literally like got up out of my seat. I couldn't believe it because it was just like, this run's going to get stuffed. In the beginning of the run, he literally runs into like 5 people.
Yeah.
Then he cuts it outside like Le'Veon Bell. It was insane. But
Who we don't know where he's going next year.
yeah, no clue. No clue. Hopefully maybe the Chiefs or something.
I don't know.
Just saying.
We'll see.
Do you really think Marshawn Lynch is going to sign with someone? Or are we talking about Derrick Henry?
Le'Veon.
We're talking about
Oh,
Le'Veon.
Le'Veon. Wow.
Yeah.
Getting lost here. Yeah, Le'Veon. I don't know.
Yeah, no clue.
Would we be that surprised if he retired?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
100%. He's only 26.
I know, but like looking out for the health, he's
Hey.
turning 27.
He's trying to secure that bag.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
wants that
that's
money.
true.
That would be.
know.
He would look like the biggest fool ever to skip out on 14 million and then not play football ever again. That'd be really
That would
silly.
be
It would
Crazy.
show you how important he sees his body.
Yeah,
as,
that's
though.
true.
You know, he can make 16 million doing something else.
Yeah, you can. Endorsements or something.
Yeah, endorsements,
Commercials,
movies,
Gatorade commercials.
anything,
Mhm.
anything that preserves the body. I mean, he could even join WWE. You know what I mean?
Yo,
They
seriously.
take
People would watch
anybody. They
Yep.
take anybody who has a name.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. This offseason might be the most interesting NFL offseason that we've seen in a while.
Mhm.
Hopefully. I mean, I thought last year's would be. It kind of was, kind of wasn't. I don't know. Man, if the Eagles don't get a running back, is it disappointment?
Yeah.
I know they pull Le'Veon.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
fit.
I just don't like the personality of Le'Veon. I don't think it fits the team. Like, he doesn't seem to have a very loyal attitude just because you thought he would be loyal with those Steelers.
Yep. Yep.
And then all of a sudden just
I mean, they weren't loyal to him, so how are you supposed to be loyal?
no,
to him?
yeah, they treated that situation wrong. He treated that situation wrong too, though. So it's like it's
That's
just,
why the Steelers
you know,
got smoked. They didn't get smoked, but they lost to a very bad team.
well, now they also lost James Conner.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly, but Le'Veon would be there, and James Conner
who
wouldn't
knows
have
if
that.
Le'Veon would be there. Maybe
If
Le'Veon gets
Le'Veon-
injured. Maybe
but then
Le'Veon
James-
signs
but
that
then
tag.
John
plays
Connor-
the first game.
But
Yep.
then John Connor would have one game less wear on his
James
body.
Conner. Come on,
Connor,
Dwayne.
James Conner.
Yeah,
It's not the
that is
same.
true. That is
Hey,
true. James Conner
he's
would be there,
irrelevant
but maybe
to me.
James Conner wouldn't have that warm up that he did in the beginning of the season, and then he doesn't play as good as he.
Sure.
As he
There's so
was.
many factors.
Yeah, it's
The
hard to.
what if
Yeah,
game.
the what if game
Yeah,
is
the what if game.
endless. But right before we get into this, we're gonna talk about some other games. I want to let you guys know that. Hold on, there's a concert that I need to let you guys know about. Oh no, yeah, the Front Bottoms and Manchester Orchestra concert is tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. in Philadelphia at the Fillmore. The two bands co-headline two shows in Philly, one on December 12th and the other on December 13th. Today's the 12th, so clearly if you were going, you made it, and if you planned on it, you missed it. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m., the Fillmore, Philadelphia. Two bands co-headline two shows in Philadelphia. The Front Bottoms and the Manchester Orchestra. All right, let's get into some of these other crazy games. What else you got for me, Dwayne?
Baker Mayfield takes a W over the Panthers.
He does. Baker Mayfield takes a dub.
So were you torn on that game? Because you like Christian McCaffrey.
Hey,
You like the Panthers, right?
Christian McCaffrey still put up his fantasy points. That's all that matters.
That's all Dwayne cares about. Dwayne doesn't actually like people. Dwayne doesn't even watch Rams games, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
That is true. That is true.
We have you on record
Fun
saying.
fact, right? Fun
2K is pretty important.
2K is
But
pretty important.
I will say,
At least you're
Dwayne,
honest.
Baker Mayfield only threw one touchdown.
But he managed
It was
the game
very
correctly.
mediocre.
Did you see that one play he had where he pump faked and then handed it off?
Yes.
It was.
A pump fake and a handoff? Whoa.
Whoa, elite,
Oh my
elite,
God.
elite.
He sold it.
You know,
He
when you're
sold
drafting a
it.
quarterback, you're looking for that pump fake
You can
handoff
sell
technique.
Pump fakes and still be a dookie quarterback.
Yeah, it was an average game. He threw one touchdown,
I
200
really
some
didn't watch
yards.
the game, so I couldn't tell you.
W.
But I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Baker Mayfield's in an iffy.
Well, Eli Manning's getting W's, Dwayne.
I mean, they're still rookies. You can't.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I like that. I mean, everyone in the NFL is athletic, and that's an athletic play.
Yep.
That's all that is.
Yeah, Dwayne. It's just finesse.
A little bit
So
of
we're
finesse.
saying that Patrick Mahomes' no-look pass was just finesse. I think it was way more than finesse. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
skill.
That's way more skill than that handoff.
It is.
Yeah.
So if you say, why did you bring that up?
Yeah, come on, Dwayne.
I'm
You
not-
always make it
They
Baker
weren't
look
even the
bad.
same thing.
I'm saying that they both take finesse.
Yes, but
They
one
both
takes
took
much
finesse.
more finesse than the other.
Well, one takes much more skill than the other as
Yeah,
well. There
yeah.
was no skill involved with this pump fake, and
I think it was still pretty good.
He also,
he just palmed the football. That's all he did.
yo, Dwayne, man, you're funny, man. No, but I'm not completely sold on Baker yet. He does have a lot of
It's his
potential.
I
rookie
am
year.
100%
Yeah.
It's his
sold.
rookie year.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like you could have a completely crash. And look, there's some rookies out there that aren't playing yet that are bench players, and they're Tom Brady's. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Just waiting to shine. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. So, I mean, it's too early in careers to tell what's going to happen.
Dwayne is
Browns have
100.
had-
Remember right now,
Baker-
Dwayne is
I mean, knock on
100%
wood.
sold on Baker Mayfield.
Knock on wood, Baker could come out next year and have the craziest year.
He very
and
well could.
Just get arrested. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
anything can happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Look at Michael Vick.
The
Michael Vick
Browns
was on
have-
top of the world.
The Browns have had one win in the 2 seasons before this, and now they have 5 wins and a tie.
Yeah.
But it's not just Baker Mayfield.
No, yeah, it's Nick Chubb. And,
Okay,
the guy he actually handed the ball off to that made the rest of the play.
Also, hold on. Because I think, this is what I was saying. Baker
Well,
Mayfield,
the play itself wasn't the point of my.
he doesn't care about what happened after that.
He doesn't care. He turned the TV off.
He's like, wow.
Wow.
I need to call someone.
Wow.
That was
turn the TV off.
amazing. No, my problem is people give Baker Mayfield too much credit, and the credit needs to go to John Dorsey, the GM, the new GM.
Yeah, he's doing
He
good.
came in and he brought in so many people. He brought
John
in.
Dorsey is the guy from the Chiefs.
He was the old Chiefs GM who drafted like Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
Who drafted Pat
And
Mahomes.
they're now a favorite to get Kareem Hunt
That's insane.
if Kareem Hunt comes back.
If he comes back, yeah.
Browns playoff team next year.
100%.
With Kareem Hunt. With Kareem
Because
Hunt.
you know why? The Steelers refused to move on from Big Ben.
Yep.
And then James Conner's going to have an okay year.
Yep.
I'll say that. And then AB's getting older, and all they do is throw to Juju.
Yep. That's why they
And
lose.
that defense isn't getting much better.
Nope.
Besides TJ Watt.
Problem is too. I was telling John this the other day. Technically, if everyone just started losing, the Browns would make playoffs this year if they kept winning. Right now, I think they're 6-7 or something like that.
They're
5-7.
5-7-1.
5-7-1. What's the Steelers record?
The Steelers are 7-5-1.
Look at that.
Yeah. It's not far. The AFC is crazy
It's
competitive.
insane.
Yeah, there's 3 games
It's
left.
insane.
So
However,
highly unlikely, but
like I was saying, I mean, you got your defense has Myles Garrett on it. It has Denzel Ward on it. Demarius Randall on it. They have really good
I'm not
players.
saying that their whole team is not.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry's on the
throwing to
offense.
Jarvis Landry, which
Yeah.
is one of the most underrated receivers in the league.
Njoku is a good tight end. Nick
A
Chubb
great
is a
tight end.
great running back.
Yeah.
They have a good offensive line. They've always had a good offensive line. So
They still
I think
need a
it's
leader.
everyone. I don't think
Baker's
Baker's
still a leader.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he gives them a fire.
Like you
I
can't
will
say that. Yeah, the quarterback's leading the team.
Yeah, he gives them a good fire. I just
But
think
yeah,
it's
whether-
a perfect storm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say he's
It's
on
just
the
too
Cardinals
soon
or
to say
something.
if he's a bust or a elite.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So,
But
we
I
have
do
to watch everything play out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. But I'm not saying he's a bust at all. I'm not saying or he's bad at all
Bust
too.
came out. I
Yeah.
meant like elite. Or
Yeah, I
bust.
know what you mean. Yeah. I just want to see more.
Because
So
technically, yeah, timetable's still there for
Mm-hmm.
a bust.
Like Dak Prescott had the greatest rookie year ever in the history of the NFL. Ever. That's like statistically the best rookie season ever. The year after that, he was poop.
And what's crazy is they lost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like first game.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they didn't win. a playoff
Packers.
yeah, he just started off rough, and then when he started to pick it up, it was too late because Aaron Rodgers was on the other side of the field.
game. Yeah.
Drawing up crazy plays, but
Yeah, what about that Ravens Chiefs game?
that was crazy, man. Yo, it was definitely one of the most
scary, right?
wild
Yeah.
games. It was so scary, and I thought we were gonna lose the game. I thought we were gonna lose the game because that Ravens defense is another type of animal. It's
that,
crazy.
Well, yeah, the defense, but like the offense doesn't fire at
Nope.
the power it should.
Nope.
It should. And once when Butker missed that game-winning field goal, I was like, this game's a tie.
Yeah,
I was so sealed. I
Yeah.
was like, this game is a tie.
yeah, I was scared, man,
There's no
because
way.
but the only reason when we got to OT and we kicked the field goal, I knew we would win after that because the Ravens take too long to get up the field. They don't pass the ball enough, so I was like, they're not gonna have time. I think they were out of timeouts or something like that, and I was like, oh no, they're done. They only have 2 minutes left, and all they do is run the ball. But like our defense is so bad, man. We need Eric Berry now more than ever because after that, it's so embarrassing, dude. I want Bob Sutton to be fired. He's just like, he doesn't adjust early enough in the game. Like we started to slow down the run eventually, but it's just like he doesn't adjust early enough. He's so slow. I feel like there's just so much pride in like, no, this is gonna work, and he sticks to the same thing all game. And he just relies on lucky turnovers. Like he relies on Justin Houston getting a super clutch strip sack, and then he's like, oh, see. But it's like, no, that's not you. You just have great players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like Lamar Jackson in his 4 games or 5 games had 2 passing touchdowns total. He had 2 passing touchdowns against us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like the guy cannot throw well. He throws worse than Joe Flacco, honestly. But
They just run with him 20
exactly. They run with him so often. So like he provides a whole different dynamic, and so they like what he's bringing to the table because it's not the same old Joe Flacco. However,
people don't
Joe
have
Yeah.
people don't have the film on him.
Exactly.
So he's just a wild card.
also, dude,
kind of.
think about like defending basically 2 running backs, and one of them can kind of throw passes pretty well. It's really hard to defend. So when there's always that threat of like, oh, he might hand it off, he might cut it outside. Like they're doing a lot of run pass option type stuff. It's really hard, especially with his quickness, man. He's super fast. So it is tough to defend. I was disappointed in us, but my goodness, I love seeing Patrick Mahomes come in so clutch. That man, yo, he is something special, man.
He's running. He escapes the pocket, like rolling to his right, and throws it like 50 yards like it's nothing.
And completely like across his body.
Yeah, throws it 50 yards like it's nothing. Hits the wide receiver right in the hand.
It was insane. It was insane. Hit it right on the money. Like I couldn't believe it. I thought when he threw it, I was like, oh my, this is a pick. Because like usually, those throws like that, they're usually like, oh, he's trying to be a hero. Oh, he threw a pick. No, it lands right in Tyreek Hill's like chest. Tyreek Hill takes it a couple more yards out of. I couldn't believe it. I lost my mind. I was like, there's no way we can lose after that. You know what I mean? Because also it was 4th and 9. It was a 4th down play. The game is tied. If we don't convert this, they're probably gonna win the game. Like it was just absolutely bonkers. I couldn't believe it. So like on that note, I love that like he proved that he can be great in clutch moments in high pressure situations against the number 1 defense in the NFL.
Yeah, because if they lose that game, they're tied with the Chargers, and then playing the Chargers with a tie record doesn't.
I know it's insane, and this like before we get into like we're gonna talk about those games later, but this next game coming up, thankfully we beat those Ravens because now this game we can seal up 1 seed. If we lost those Ravens, that'd be a big issue. But I'm glad we stuck it out. Tough game. I knew it was gonna be close. I said it was gonna be close, even though my score was kind of, but. And we pulled it out.
So, what about the Patriots-Dolphins game? The Patriots looked like they had it.
Goodness,
like
man.
They had it wrapped up. And then just
that's fun.
Fell apart.
Man.
Sadly, we were watching the Chiefs game, right?
I know. Yeah. The Chiefs game was on TV. Patriots wasn't on TV that day.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
And
we had the Steelers on the laptop. I think.
Yeah. We'll talk about that too, man. Wow. Dude. There's not much to talk about here, man.
Yeah.
Just the last play. That's all you got to talk about.
That's it.
Well, the fact that they were able to score 36. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They kept up with the Patriots.
It's insane. Yeah, it says a lot about the Patriots defense, man. It's not that good.
It's not that
really
good.
Not that good.
I just feel like defenses across the board aren't that good anymore. It is wild. Like the Ravens defense is a pretty good defense, and they're the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they do shut plays down, but like back in the day, there was teams that would just do that on the regular, and they'd be like the 10th best defense in the league or something.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's
like I know exactly what you mean. Like the disparity between like
I feel like with all the rule changes that help the
rule
offense,
changes are a big deal.
And then people that are like the best athletes, they see that they could probably have a longer career.
Yeah.
Catching the ball and not getting hit.
Yeah, going for hits and stuff. Yeah.
Then going for hits, they think they can make more money and play longer that way.
It's definitely interesting because we are seeing like way more athletic people on the receivers and on the running backs. I feel like we don't see as much talent coming in through the secondary and stuff like that. I mean, you still see linebackers and crazy defensive
it'll be like someone like Josh Norman, but only for a year.
Then
it'll be someone like anybody. They just hit like also a lot of 1-year wonders almost. Like Jalen Ramsey, he's still good, but he was on another level.
I almost feel like offensive coordinators are getting more creative with drawing up plays as well.
Yeah.
So you see like defenses.
Credit to Andy Reid.
You see like defenses that like don't know how to defend certain like schemes and stuff. It's just all kinds of crazy things are happening. It's fun. I think it's fun. I think it's fun, but it's not as interesting in a weird way. It's not as interesting, but it's more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when your team just can't keep up, like the Eagles.
That's great.
Put an F in the chat for the Eagles, man.
Yeah, put an F in the chat.
Man.
Speaking of the Eagles.
But yeah, we talking about the Miami. We were talking about Miami. We were definitely still talking about Miami.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Bill Belichick outcoached himself, man.
Yeah. Putting Gronk in.
He overthought it.
Outcoaching. Yeah.
He overthought the situation, man.
Perfect way to see it.
Dude, just put your defense in and have him play deep. Yeah. Don't put Gronk in for.
You don't need to catch the ball.
No, you just need to hit it.
Defend it.
You just need to defend the play.
Devin McCourty came out.
What are you doing?
Devin McCourty was the person that came out and Gronk came in. That's arguably their best defensive player.
Exactly.
Like top.
This is what he does, and then he benches Malcolm Butler
in the Super Bowl. He just overthinks everything. It doesn't make any sense. Well, not everything. Clearly, I'm just saying.
I was thinking.
Yeah. No, in these two situations, he's just, what are you doing? What are you doing? He just overthought it. He probably is like, oh yeah, Gronk will just get the jump ball, or he can bodies. Dude, no.
Either that or Gronk talked himself into being there. And then once when he saw the play shifting to him, he was like, who? Anybody else come out here?
Yeah, they made some bad tackle attempts.
He looked,
Bad tackle attempts.
attempts. He looked so slow.
So slow.
And you put him in on offense, and he looks so fast.
Yes. You're like, so wow. Weird. Yeah.
Like, put a ball in his hands, he runs completely different.
Yeah. And unlocks the demon inside.
I mean, he also didn't cut the angle right.
At all.
Yeah.
It's like a terrible angle.
Drake is too fast.
Yeah. But that's why you get defensive players in there.
I love when those pitch plays work.
Yeah.
Because we see them so often that it's like when they finally work, it's like,
they almost always end up in like a fumble 6, dude. It's always like a fumble. It's like,
and it's like the team just ends up losing even worse.
Yeah.
The Dolphins kept the pitches down to a minimum. I think they only pitched it like twice, maybe 3 times before they got to the end zone.
No, it was I think it was twice.
It was insane.
Once it got to the running back, like, they probably didn't want to pitch it again.
He was going to. He was like, "Oh wait, I got a lane," and then just starts booking it, and he gets it. It was insane, man. So awesome. That was a blessing. Thank you, Miami Dolphins fans. I love you guys. You guys helped us. Like, Patriots were on our tails for 2 seed. Now they're like 2 or 3 games back. So I'm glad they're 2 games back right now. So that's amazing. We got a big chance to lock up that 1 seed. But do we want to touch on the Eagles game?
Yeah, let's touch.
All right, let's touch on it, man.
Touch on it real
it's
quick.
Painful, but I mean,
let's touch on it, man. Unlucky.
That's just a must win.
Super, like, the way that they scored at the end was super unlucky.
Yeah,
the way they scored at the end, but the way the refs just
I can't even think about the whole game.
Goodness,
we can't find the secure ball, like where they secure the ball.
Are you kidding me?
And all the like picture replays
of
like the Eagles securing the ball.
Of the game, he just.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's the biggest joke. It like the whole game is just a joke to me. Like, it's painful because we're not even gonna see playoffs, and we might end with a losing record because of it.
Very well.
And it's
very likely.
It just shows. And I'm telling you, this Cowboys team is not winning a playoff team. They're wasting a playoff spot. They always do it. They've done it every year. Every NFC East team.
I feel like whoever came out of that division was wasting a playoff spot.
Eagles are fighters. We were going to win. I'm telling you, I can feel it. We were going to win a game. We would win a game. We'd win out that
at least one
game.
Yeah.
Again.
And we could still end up in the wild card. In a crazy
way.
Yeah, in a crazy way.
Yes, and like a Cowboys lose out, Eagles win a lot.
I actually like this. We're keeping Wentz out. He's not out. Like, it's not like he can't play. He's having back spasms, I think. He's having back problems. But we're keeping him out, I think, because we have very, very low chances of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And just save him for next year.
Yep.
Just make sure he's healthy. I actually love that idea. And for some reason, I feel it. I think we have a better shot
with Foles. The Eagles' playoff chances are actually better than I thought.
Yeah. A lot of people thought they were over. I included.
That's crazy.
When we lost to the Cowboys, I actually thought it was over. I said, "Wow, we're not making playoffs." I thought it was over.
In the NFC is 6-6-1, and that's the Vikings.
It's the Vikings.
The Eagles are
6-7. They lost on Monday.
That's literally
the Vikings just lost to the Seahawks.
All they have to. Well, there's a lot of teams that are 6-7.
Yeah.
But all they have to do is do better than those 4 teams in this last stretch.
Right. It's interesting, but
it's more realistic than I thought, especially with Nick Foles.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. With Nick Foles
Super Bowl MVP?
I feel like we just have a better shot of like surprising teams again.
Again, yeah.
Even though we won a Super Bowl, I feel like teams are still gonna put us down. And
they definitely will now.
Yeah, but we got the Rams now and the Texans.
Yeah,
those 2 games are so tough.
Yo, it sucks.
With no secondary
they're gonna be battles.
Against either
They're gonna be battles.
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop DeAndre Hopkins? Nobody.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Malcolm Jenkins.
No way. It's about rushing the quarterback though. We gotta keep Deshaun Watson in a pocket and then close the pocket. It's going to be near impossible. But crazier things have happened.
Exactly.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Nick Foles out there.
Crazier things have happened. I would not be surprised if anything happened. If we make the playoffs, I'm not surprised. If we don't make the playoffs, I'm not surprised.
Yep.
It's just a situation where anything could happen.
100%. I did think they were going to win that game, though.
Oh, man.
I mean, this is one of those games where
I can't believe that we didn't blow them out.
And I know it sounds like so dumb or like whiny to say, but the refs really did blow this kind of for the Eagles. You know what I mean? That first possession with a touchdown, they're gonna score.
Yeah, that would have been momentum. For
and like on top of that, I'm tired of leaving things up to the ref.
Yeah,
I'm just tired of these refs having control over it, and I'm tired of the constant complaints of, oh my god, the refs blew it. I'm so tired of saying it. It's not like you saying it. It's like I'm just tired of saying it.
Right. You wish it was just like, nah, we blew them out.
Yeah.
Right.
I wish it was just like a better game. like overall, and it is the ref's fault. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
I wish this kind of stuff didn't happen.
Yeah, it's just like tough because the two calls that were like they were just complete bogus. Like Dallas Goedert's or Goddard, however you say his name, his play, dude. That was a touchdown by a mile. There was no offensive pass interference. He actually got nailed in the helmet by a helmet. Literally the crown of someone's helmet right in his helmet and knocked it off his head. Like he was wearing like half a helmet running down the field. How do you not catch that? How do you not catch that? So like, but you catch this weird little offensive pass interference.
It's a swim move.
Yes, within the first 5 yards.
It's
didn't make any sense. Didn't make any sense. But man, right before we move on to the next game, because this is about to get me heated. Let's take a little break. Then we'll get into the next game. All right? How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right.
See that cute little dog in the pet store? Chances are it came from a puppy mill, a breeding facility that forces caged, neglected, and often sick dogs to churn out puppies to be sold for profit. Meanwhile, millions of wonderful, healthy pets end up in animal shelters. But with one simple choice, you can help, just by deciding to adopt instead of purchase your next pet. Not only are you saving a life, you're taking a stand against puppy mills. Visit bestfriends.org/puppymills to learn more.
Adopt a pet.
Hey there, everybody. We are back with Fan Talk. We were just talking about the crazy games that happened last week, and we're just moving on from the Eagles-Cowboys to...
We could touch on the Rams game.
Yeah, let's talk about them Rams, man. We talked about the Chiefs, talked about the Eagles, got to touch on those Rams.
I really wasn't surprised. I have this number one rule in fantasy, to touch on fantasy. I told Marcus about this. I think I told a couple people about this.
Yep.
I have this number one rule, and it came from the beginning of the year where I think I benched the Bears defense, and they scored 15 points. And I looked at Marcus in the eyes, and I said, I will never bench the Bears defense again. I think it was against the Vikings or somebody they played early that was an explosive offense, and I went, ugh, I'm scared of this. I don't know. And then they blew them out, and I went, there's no way. So this week I saw that they played the Rams with Todd Gurley and Jared Goff, and are they coming off a loss? Am I right?
Or the Bears?
The Rams.
No.
Before this?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. I felt like the Rams would kind of like, take the underdog role or something. It felt like it was leaning towards the Bears. Like people were like, the Bears might get them. So I got scared. I picked up the Broncos defense. They played the 49ers, and I actually swapped them. And then I sat there for a while, and I went, I can't break my rule. I can't break my number one rule, and I got to start the Bears defense, and it was a fabulous choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got like 19 points.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah. Jared Goff threw 4 picks.
Yeah.
180 yards. That's it.
I mean, he made Jared Goff look like Jared Goff. I'm just going to say that.
I don't know about that.
No, it's just the Bears defense.
Negative 0.1 fantasy points.
Isn't that crazy?
For your boy.
I was playing against Jared Goff in fantasy this week, so.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Connor, the worst fantasy playoff owner I've ever seen in my life. If you're listening right now, dude, just never play fantasy again. Wow. This man scored 40 points in a fantasy playoff game that he didn't know he was in. Oh, my goodness. Whew. All right.
But.
No, yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
So, Jared Goff threw 44 passes, right?
Big mistake.
Why is he throwing so much? Like, we don't have Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley only ran the ball 11 times. Is he okay?
How many times have I said this? Sean McVay he's not this like boy genius that they keep painting him out to be. I hate seeing every week football's boy genius Sean McVay, and then every time they have a tough game, Todd Gurley has like 12 carries.
Yeah.
And it's always like 12 carries for 70 yards. And it's not like he was like crap, you know what I mean? It's like, well, in the Bears game, he wasn't going anywhere.
It's the Bears.
Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere. But in other games, there's been like tough games where it's like Todd Gurley only had 14 carries. I mean, and he does well in fantasy because he has like 2 tuds, but like, bro, he only has like 60 yards, you know what I mean?
I don't know what it is with these teams that like when they lose the lead for some reason they go to pass first. The Eagles do it all the time, so I'm not just talking crap.
Yeah.
I've watched it. It's the team that possesses the ball wins the game.
Well, yeah, very often.
The team that just possesses the ball. That doesn't mean you have more possession time. That just means that you possess the ball. Like when you had the ball, you did the most with it. So you either killed the most clock or you always scored. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you do that by running the ball because it kills the clock.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know, just run the ball.
And
just run the ball.
Rams defense.
Sometimes like just run the ball. I don't get
it.
The Rams defense showed up.
Yeah, they did.
But if you don't get any help, it doesn't matter how. because they kept having to come back on the field in awkward situations because of all those interceptions. They only give up 15 points off of four interceptions.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's pretty good. But they did have 3 interceptions themselves. So
they did show that the Bears have a rough offense too.
Yep. Yeah. They did give up a pass to a lineman though.
Mm-hmm. But in the playoffs, like
that's
defense,
a crazy play though.
I know.
The Bears' defense in the playoffs, like if the Rams are going to be the 2 seed, which that's what it's looking like at this point, they're going to have a bye, and then they're going to have to play the Bears
again.
Not looking forward to it,
but
at all.
It'll be in LA.
So yeah, still not looking forward to it.
Wow, really?
Play?
The Bears at this point, the Bears are probably going to be the 3 seed.
Oh.
So they would play whoever the 6 seed is. So whether that's the Eagles or the Vikings, it's currently the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
So it could literally be it could literally be whoever sneaks in the playoffs. So it's going to be the Bears versus them, and the Bears are going to be home. So they're probably going to beat whoever it is, the Vikings, the Panthers, the Eagles.
And they're well, as long as their offense gets back to like mid-season form when Trubisky was throwing like 300 yards.
I don't know if they'll ever get there. I think that they just need, like John said, if they possess the ball and play good defense, that wins in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, they had the best defensive game. That was the best defensive game I've seen all year. They held the Rams, who score like 35 points a game, to 6 points.
Yeah, it's insane. They never
made it into the end zone. They never scored a touchdown.
And I feel like I want to know if that rattles the Rams.
Yeah, like breaks them, you know what I mean?
Maybe like Jared Goff loses confidence.
They're going to get a little bit of confidence back when they play the Eagles, who have 11 people injured on defense or something.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
They just have too many people injured on defense.
There's been bigger surprises.
That's true.
We always forget this. There's never a sure thing, so.
It's just the injuries on defense that don't. If the Eagles were fully healthy,
for sure that's what should happen.
Yeah,
but like who knows?
If the Eagles were fully healthy, the Rams on a downward spiral, and the Eagles still having a chance, I feel like that wouldn't be a great game. But since they're injured, but that's for later.
No, the injuries are just
that's for later. But dude, God forbid the Rams go play a cold weather team in playoffs. They're done.
I mean,
they're done. I can't believe how bad they played.
The way that it's set up, they're not going to have to go anywhere.
Okay.
Because
they'll be 2 seed.
They're
they'll be
2
fine.
Seed, and they'll be home for at least one game. So
if they win, the Saints win.
If they win and the Saints win, then they're going inside to New Orleans.
Dome.
If they win and the Saints lose, then they're still going to be home. And if they lose, then obviously they're not playing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's good, because I was saying before the game started, I don't know if I said it last week on the show, I was like, yo, Chicago gets really cold. And those boys in Los Angeles like the heat. And I feel like that was a big factor. Like Jared Goff was like, you can see his breath. He's like, whoa, what's this? Like, you know what I mean? Playing football. So I feel like
Cali boys.
Seriously, and the Bears are used to it.
He went to Cal too.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, I don't think he's played a game in the cold in like years. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe last year when they traveled, but it's like, Chicago's cold's different, and they were at Ford Field. You know what I mean? So and those fans have been rowdy this year. They've been showing up to games and getting loud. So it was definitely a tough environment on top of the crazy Chicago Bears defense.
Yeah,
they force so many turnovers. It's insane. But any more other crazy? Oh, Pittsburgh
Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Can't believe it.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
Yeah. So like, the Steelers are slowly making their way out of the playoffs.
Out of the playoffs.
Steelers are out.
They're slowly making their way out.
They're slowly, because they could still, even if the Ravens pass them, they could still be the 6th seed.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Just because of how competitive the AFC is. What is their schedule looking like? Do you have that up?
The Steelers can pull it up.
Man, it's
play the Patriots next and the Saints.
Yeah, I knew it was 2 hard
Tough games, dude.
And then the Bengals, their last game. So
you know, I'm
about to make the bold prediction right now. Steelers not making the playoffs.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Not happening.
I don't know why. I would love to see just new teams make it in. You know? I mean, I don't know why the Steelers just seem like one of those old teams that I'm just writing these bold predictions.
You can write that down.
I got to put this on paper. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I don't know. Man, this Steelers team is just rough.
Their offense has to show up eventually, right?
They should, you would think, but they don't pass to Antonio Brown enough.
Enough.
And then now they don't have a running back. Is James Conner's questionable this week? Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Is he coming back this year? He's coming back.
I think he's doubtful.
He's doubtful, right?
Yeah, let me check. Let me check this.
I don't know.
But I just in a couple of games that they're losing, these close games, it's like Antonio Brown with 50 yards
He
on
had
4
5
receptions.
receptions, 35 yards.
Come on.
And I understand, like, the other team is going to scheme for him.
Right.
He's their best wide receiver, even though they have 2 number 1 wide receivers, which is crazy.
Right.
But
other teams scheme for Julio. Other teams scheme for AJ Green. Other
Yeah.
teams scheme for Hopkins. They scheme for Odell. It just works anyway. You got like maybe it's offensive coordinator's fault because these other teams find the way to get their man the ball and give like 100-yard games, and that's how you know. It's just like I feel like I've seen too many games where Antonio Brown has under like 50 yards, and Juju Smith-Schuster is racking up all these yards and stuff. But these are the games that they lose the most. You know what I mean? It's like
he had 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, a really nice catch.
yeah, he did. He had a great catch, and I mean, yeah, it could just be coincidence, right? But I feel like when AB has those numbers, he shares them with Juju. It's not like I feel like when Juju has those big numbers, he's like hogging them, and it's just him. But AB can have those numbers while also Juju having great numbers as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's this weird thing with Ben, like. When they lost against Denver, he's like, "Oh, I wish we would have thrown it to Juju." Like he literally comes out saying, like, dissing your receiver, like, "I actually wish we would have drawn these plays for Juju." All 4 plays go in that drive. Like, why? Where is the logic in that? You have like the arguably the best wide receiver on your team, but you want to go to your second best wide receiver? What?
Yeah,
What? That
it's
doesn't make
crazy.
any sense, dude. That makes no sense. So it's like I don't know if Ben and him have some sort of secret beef, but it's like I feel like there's something about Ben. He's like, I don't want to throw it to him.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
I feel like it's the play calling.
It's weird. It might be. But like when Ben literally said, like, I don't like the play call for AB, I want it to be for Juju, it's like,
Oh, wow.
it's weird.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's so weird. No, but I agree. I agree 100%. There's something wrong with the offensive coordinating. Also, they fired their offensive coordinator from last year, Todd Haley. So
When did they fire him?
after last year when they lost to the Jags in the
Oh, after
playoffs,
last year, okay.
which makes no sense. They put up 40-something.
Yeah.
Against the
It's
Jags
too
that were
critical.
good at the
You
moment.
made playoffs. You made it to the Jags. The Jags are a great team. You
At
lost
the
to
time.
them. You fire him.
You should have fired your defensive. I don't know if they have, but your defense let up 46 to the Jags.
Yeah.
Fire him.
Blake Bortles.
Fire him. I don't know, man. It's just maybe there was some internal stuff that I don't know about.
What a turnaround for these teams through 1 year. Like, look at these
Seriously.
NFL playoff teams.
Seriously,
The Jaguars, the Eagles, the Steelers, like, all these teams just completely rotated.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is pretty wild.
And I feel like it's from a very few, like, small tweaks to teams.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack to the Bears.
Yep.
And the Rams upgrading like every
Like
position.
every position
Yeah.
in free agency.
It was insane because if they don't take
And
those,
trades.
somebody else gets those.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe the Eagles end up with someone, or maybe the Chiefs end up with someone.
Yeah. I
Like
wish.
or the Steelers even. Like, it's wild how it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping for another offseason like that.
Yeah.
Because with
Yeah,
the
that was
NBA,
interesting.
with the NBA, those off seasons are wild.
Yep.
Anything happens.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
they're
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
Even though it's like it
gets
hurts to
frustrating.
see.
Yeah.
It's just like it's still interesting.
It gets
in the
frustrating
moment.
because you never really know who's loyal on your own team.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch the league go crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, for right now, like the Sixers aren't going crazy with
No.
losing everybody. Knock on wood. But watching the whole league go crazy, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I hope the NFL does it this year. Kind of. I don't know how many contracts are up, but I know that there's a couple of things that could happen, a couple of things that should happen. Chiefs getting a secondary, Eagles getting
Yeah.
a secondary.
Le'Veon to the
Rams
Packers.
should chill out for a little bit. Rams don't need anything.
They don't have any more money. They
Rams,
won't do
we
Rams
don't
need
have
to
no,
get
we don't have money.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rams need to get rid of a couple.
We don't have
people.
money or draft.
It is
picks,
Super
really.
Bowl or bust this
Literally.
year, man.
They have.
I don't think they get it.
they have.
I don't think they get it.
They have a decent amount of those people coming back. They're gonna lose
Yeah, they
a
do.
few. They're
Yeah.
gonna lose a few.
I'm not
Right,
gonna
of
lie. I
But
wouldn't
they
hate to see the
literally
Rams
have-
win.
They have
but
like
I just don't see it.
3-year window
Mm-hmm.
until because Jared Goff's supposed to get paid in like 2 or 3 years, and when he gets paid, they can't pay anyone else.
Yeah, they can.
They're out of money.
Also, if the Rams win, it'd be the first time anybody on my quarterback list ever won the Super Bowl.
Ooh,
How was I to say? How long
they're
is your
making
quarterback?
history.
There hasn't even been a Super Bowl yet.
First year he makes the list of people who won't ever win a Super Bowl. He's wrong. Like one of them's wrong. Oh man,
Hey, we're about bold predictions on the
Yeah.
show. And that
But-
was,
oh.
that was one of my boldest.
I forgot we were talking about that Steelers game.
Yeah, it's crazy that the Raiders don't even know how to tank right.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
If they would have lost this game, right?
They would have been like guaranteed first round pick.
Yeah, they would have been. They could have lost out and been set for the number 1 pick. But they're just like, hey, let's win this game. But the Cardinals and the 49ers are the ones that are competing with them for that number 1 overall pick. The Cardinals and 49ers are both 3-10, and so are the Raiders.
It's crazy too.
So maybe they're like, we can tie with them. We won't be above them.
I feel like there's something with the NFL that's way more secure about having a number 1 overall pick.
There's no lottery.
Then like the oh no, I don't mean that. I mean like with picks. If like look at the amount of busts there are with the NBA.
Yes. Like he's saying there's less busts in the NFL.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's less bust in the NFL. There's also like way more sure like players to get. Like Saquon Barkley was clearly a player to get.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield ended up being a player to get. Denzel Ward, stuff like that. So I just feel like I don't know. It's getting a number 1 overall pick is so important, and the fact that the Raiders failed in even tanking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, technically,
Imagine
they could
if they
still
were
get the
able to
number 1 pick, but
No, yeah, they still can, but you really should have lost that game.
yeah.
I'm almost mad if I'm a Raiders fan. Like now we don't know what you're doing. Like now it's just like, what are you guys even doing? Do you guys even have you been trying this whole time?
Maybe Gruden just has it all planned out, where he's just like,
does it happen when I put my headphones on?
That's when it first happened.
So maybe he just has this master plan. Maybe he just has this master plan where he looks at what the other teams did and then goes, let's match them. But at the last game, we're going to make sure that we're below them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's also a guy who has a lot of pride, so he's like,
maybe we could try this game.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, let's beat those Steelers. You know what I mean? Because he comes to play against the Steelers. But you know what I mean? Against the Chiefs, he literally didn't try to win.
A pride thing.
Yeah, it was definitely, Because in the Chiefs game, he could have tried.
I'm telling you, man, he's such an old man.
Yeah.
Like,
why is he a head coach and why did he get that much money?
That much money is just insane. But yeah, why he's a coach?
I was a player,
I kind of understand him being a coach.
I don't want to play for you if you're going to make that much more money than me.
Yeah. No, there's no way.
He's making Aaron Rodgers money, dude.
Imagine one thing though. Imagine he lands like Le'Veon and gets like a stud quarterback in this like next draft.
Le'Veon gets to pick where he's going.
No, I'm just saying. Like, imagine the Raiders are the only ones that offer him the most money.
Sure.
Like a max contract or something because they can afford it.
And then they have 86 first-round picks.
They just have all these first-round picks.
Oh, they actually have a good case to build up to him. Like, look, dude, we got 3 first-round picks.
They're moving to Las Vegas, arguably one of the funnest places to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man.
Oof.
This Raiders team could be crazy.
They got a case to build. I hope not, dude. I don't want to play Le'Veon twice a year.
I don't want to see the Raiders be good.
Oh, man. Dwayne's just hating.
I kind of do. I like these Las Vegas teams. Mm-hmm. I might move out to Las Vegas, be a Las Vegas fan.
Shout out, Greg.
Yeah,
Golden Knights. Golden Knights, the Raiders.
Yeah.
This could be cool. This could be cool.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's pretty much all we got for the crazy games of the week, right?
Yeah.
Are we at time?
Yeah.
Almost?
Yeah, we can take our break a little early today. You are listening to WXAC 91.3 Albright College Radio, Reading, Pennsylvania. It is 10:58. It's around 30 degrees outside, so you better bundle up, and we'll be right back after this short little break. Hey there, everybody. We are back with Fan Talk. Hope you enjoyed that music. It's definitely some of my favorite. That last track you just heard is by Little Dragon. It is titled Timothy. It's titled Timothy, so it's a great track.
You sure it's not Timothy or Little Dragon by Timothy?
I think it's called Timothy, actually, by Little Dragon.
Timothy.
Okay.
All right, let's get into these games. We're going to do a little bit different. We're not going to give any scores this week. We're going to try and get through it pretty quickly.
Get through the match. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we want to talk about playoff picture. We want to talk about Super Bowl implications. Let's do this. First game.
All right. We got Chargers, Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow night, baby. I think Chiefs win.
Yo.
Let's get that out the way. I think the Chiefs win.
This is there's something in here that's scheming, and it's Melvin Gordon.
Yep.
Whether he plays or not.
Yeah, if he plays, it's a much closer, harder game, and the Chargers might win. But if he doesn't, I think we squeak one out.
What are you saying, Dwayne?
Chiefs are home.
Yes.
I give them the win.
I say Chargers then. I didn't want to have 3 Chiefs.
Just for the fact they're home, I gave it to them.
And they're still fighting for the
Yeah.
playoff spot. I mean, they got to win that.
If we win this game, we
It seals it.
we win the division.
Yeah.
And we essentially we'd have to lose out to not get 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we play the Raiders the last week of the season. So
Yeah.
all right.
Next one's Texans and Jets. I say Texans win that.
Is anybody really opposed?
No, I'm giving it to the Texans. The Jets beat the Bills last week, like I said. It wasn't 35-0, but
But they did it.
they did it.
Congratulations,
Bills?
man.
Yeah.
I can't
Going
remember
by
if I said
3.
that. I mean, I really hate the Bills.
I definitely predicted the Bills because Josh Allen running around like crazy. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember you saying that.
All right. Texans take that dub. The Jets don't have a running back. The team sucks. The defense can't even. They're pretty
They have
good, but they don't
Jamal
even.
Adams, and that's it.
And that's it. They don't perform when they need to. So yeah,
Jamal Adams.
the
that's
Texans
it.
just takes that.
We say
take that
this,
win.
Jets are winning.
Yeah.
Jets are winning, man.
3 pick sixes.
Jets are winning. I can feel it.
Oh,
All right, now we got Browns and Broncos.
okay, this
The
is
double Bs. I think this is an okay game, but I think that Von Miller makes Baker look dumb, and I think the overall Broncos defense is overwhelming. Broncos win.
All right, Dwayne. Weird.
You know where I'm going with
Yeah,
this.
we
I'm
know
giving
where
this
you're
to
going.
Baker.
You know where I'm going.
I'm giving this to Baker. I think that their defense will do enough to keep them in the game for long enough
Okay.
that eventually Baker will make a good play. So
All right.
I'm giving it to the Browns.
I'm giving this to Nick Chubb, not Baker though.
Nice.
Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns, but not
Somebody
Baker
got to give
Mayfield.
him the ball, right?
Yeah. No, I think the Browns do win this game. I think it's a close one though. Like maybe a field goal, 2 field goals type of game. Because the teams do have pretty good defenses. The Broncos' pass defense isn't what it used to be, so we'll see what happens. I think the Browns take it though. Hope the Browns take it.
That's an interesting game.
We need some fantasy points.
Cardinals and Falcons is the next game,
Okay.
and that is Cardinals.
Am I reading this right? Are those 2 games on Saturday?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct. Saturday games this week. That starts to happen towards the
Is
end
it
of
because
this.
of Christmas?
I have no clue, but I do know that last year was the same thing. They do Saturday Night Football, and it's like a presentation of Thursday Night Football or something like that. They do some weird type of primetime presentation of
Okay.
football on Saturday.
That's cool because it's a 4:30 game and then an 8 o'clock game.
And I love it because
Yeah.
all like Saturday and
Then
Sunday
it's-
I
then
got
it's like
football.
Saturday's basketball.
Thursday, nothing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Love it.
It's awesome.
Love it.
I like it.
I wish it was like that more often, honestly.
And you wouldn't have caught those games on Sunday anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
you've been watching
it's
something
cool.
else.
Yeah. All right. So Cardinals Falcons is the next game. That's
Okay.
back to Sunday at 1. I'm actually gonna say Cardinals.
Wow.
So,
All right.
Like a trap game almost.
Okay.
I mean, the Falcons are so inconsistent.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an easy call to say that they'll lose any game because they can.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Falcons because the Cardinals need to keep losing so that they
Yeah.
can be in contention for this number one
That's another
overall
good point.
pick.
That's another good point.
I hope the Cardinals don't win. I need the Falcons to go off. I got Julio Jones in fantasy playoff time, so I hope they win. I think they're gonna win. I hope the Cardinals don't win this game. They don't. It doesn't make sense for them. They need to fight for a higher draft pick.
Hold on.
It
So
doesn't make any sense.
So if the Cardinals get number 1 overall pick, who do they pick? They have David Johnson. They have 3 good receivers. They
Defense?
just got
I
Josh
think
Rosen.
they take a corner or something.
Do you think?
The
A corner
mock
or a
draft,
defensive end or something.
I saw.
But Rosen is really bad.
Yeah, he is.
So
yes,
do you
he
think
is.
they like betray him?
No, not right away. Not that fast.
No,
Oh
not yet.
man, I would.
I wish they would. Nah, I know.
Yeah.
You know what I would
don't-
do? You know what I would do? I'd
Not that fast.
package Rosen and someone else for another first round pick. And then I would just draft the quarterback number 1 overall
Wow.
and then use that another first round
That'd be
pick.
so sad.
Yeah, that'd be sad, but like that's how you win.
Yeah.
I
No,
just don't
seriously.
Think, I just don't think they're going to turn on someone they
No.
drafted that high that fast.
No, not yet, but they should. I mean,
They should.
Yeah, I saw a recent mock draft because I haven't really watched any college football. So, and
Oh, okay.
the top 5 people, like
Top 5
projected
are all
wise,
defensive?
or like all defensive.
Wow.
This is a big defensive defensive tackles, defensive end draft.
Yeah,
a lot of them. There's barely any QBs in
JJ
this
Watt,
draft.
Crazy.
JJ Watt's other
brother, yeah.
is coming out, and they said that he's like top 3.
Is he Justin Watt?
Are you sure?
That they
You
that's
sure it's
what
not
the-
Joey Bosa's brother? Because Nick Bosa's going
You're
number
right.
1.
You're right. It was
I haven't
Nick
seen
Bosa.
any
Nick Bosa's
Watt's
going
brother.
number 1.
Yeah, Joey Bosa's
He was-
brother.
That is so fun.
When I was going
Yeah.
through the list, I definitely saw Watt on there though.
Okay, that's very cool. I didn't know he had another
Yeah.
brother.
It was
We're gonna
definitely
get a defensive
Bosa's number
league.
one.
Yeah.
Right in the next year.
Dude, seriously,
Yeah,
there's
I
a
don't know
ton.
about all
Look
that.
up mock drafts. There's so many defensive
You know
ends and
what's sad,
tackles
though?
going.
The Raiders end up with Nick Bosa. Why didn't you keep Khalil Mack? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah. Then you have a crazy dual threat. Yeah. No.
Man, to me, just do not give up Khalil Mack. Yeah. So getting off topic. Are we still going with that? Or should I just say the next game?
Yeah, we can probably go next game.
Did we all say the pick?
Yeah, we got Falcons.
Cardinals?
You got Cards.
Okay. So Raiders, Bengals. I'm just gonna go Bengals because Raiders are tanking. Are we disagreeing?
Nope.
Nah,
All right.
Bengals.
Dolphins, Vikings.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
The Dolphins
The
and the
Vikings-
Vikings
so the-
both need to win.
Okay.
They both need it.
Okay, they both need a win, but the Vikings are coming off a shutout almost. I mean, they got a mercy touchdown at the end.
Yeah.
And then the Dolphins are coming off this wild
They are
win against
riding
the Patriots.
high.
Yeah, I'm saying the Dolphins.
Me too.
I would love to see the Dolphins win this. Also, I'm an Eagles fan, so I want the Vikings to lose.
I'm just gonna say, not the Vikings. I don't want to go like.
You think
I just-
tie?
I don't
Call
know.
a tie. Do it.
Dolphins,
Do it.
Call
Do
a
it.
tie.
Do it, Dwayne.
Call a
Dolphins
tie.
win.
Do it.
Oh,
Dolphins win.
Ah.
I want to call a
because
tie
I
now.
don't believe in the Vikings
No.
because I don't believe in Kirk Cousins,
Okay.
and I want to see
That was
any
a really
other
lame
team.
argument.
I want to see any other team in the playoffs except for the Vikings. I'd rather see the Eagles in the playoffs than the Vikings.
A lot of people would.
I'd rather see the Panthers in the playoffs than the Vikings.
But I think
Vikings fans would oppose that.
I think this game.
Shout out to Kala.
Yeah, I think this game will be actually like probably high scoring, something crazy like the Patriots game. But the Dolphins are gonna win.
Next game, Cowboys Colts. I'm gonna say the Colts win. And
Of course you are.
I know why.
What about you, Dwayne?
The Colts need this game more than the Cowboys.
Yes, they
the
do.
Cowboys are riding super high though. So I feel like now that
Have they secured a playoff
now-
spot yet?
No.
I feel
I'd
like
to hear that.
I feel like now that the Cowboys have all these expectations, they're just gonna fall off. I said that last week and they won, but I feel like now it's definitely they have all these high expectations and they're just gonna.
And you know what sucks?
Take it out
This
this
is the week I don't want to start Amari Cooper because I'm going to, and he's going to get 8
Mm-hmm.
points.
It can't like it's just unrealistic to sustain those kind of points.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns and 100
Yeah.
plus yards.
Man, imagine he does, and I look like the biggest idiot. of
Are they?
all
Are
time.
they? Is it at Colts? Like is it in Indianapolis?
Can you imagine
Yes,
in our playoff game, I don't
Yeah.
start Amari Cooper and he goes off again
again.
I
2
doubt
weeks
it.
in a row?
I mean, honestly, I doubt
There's
it.
no
Not
way
just
it
because I'm
can
playing
happen.
you. Yeah, no.
But
Also, it's on the
There's no
road.
way it's gonna happen.
Right. Also, it's on the road, so I think it's tough. I got the Colts winning.
Colts.
Andrew Luck is going to come out and go
What
ham.
do you got?
I got Colts
You got
because
Colts.
they need it for playoff position.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
To me, they're. I think just like with a better quarterback. I like Andrew Luck better than Dak.
We got time.
The Cowboys
11,
defense
20.
better than
Yeah.
Colts. Okay. Yeah.
Cowboys
Let's see them
defense
Cowboys.
better than Colts.
All right. Yeah. Let me tell you about the little concert before we get into this next game. I got another concert for you guys. If you're just tuning in, I talked about another concert earlier, but this one, Justin Timberlake, baby. Monday, December
JT?
17th. Oh, yeah. JT is going to be at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia at 7:30 p.m. The description? The pop artist behind songs like Can't Stop the Feeling and Say Something comes to Philadelphia. So go to the Wells Fargo Center and watch Justin Timberlake with his sweet dance move and his super young face and sexy body. All right. Let's get back into these games.
Yeah. So next up, we got Buccaneers and Ravens.
Ooh. I'm going to take the Ravens.
Really?
Yeah. That defense is absolutely insane. After what they did to us, I got to take them.
I'm taking the Bucks on a crazy win.
If the Buccaneers
I
beat the
know,
Ravens by
I
more than
know.
what we beat them by, I'm going to be sad, you know?
No, I think it'll be a crazy
But
win.
the Ravens need
Some
this.
kind of where like Ravens played poor clock management,
Oh.
and all of a sudden like Bucks get a second chance and they make it.
Oh.
Like I feel like something crazy.
Yeah,
Something crazy's
okay.
gonna happen.
All right.
I got the Bucks.
Oh,
Wow. All right.
I want to be the only one
All
that
right.
called the Bucks.
I don't know. The Ravens
Dwayne
need this
copies
game.
me part.
I know, right? Yeah.
Definitely.
Come on, man. What the
Definitely.
heck?
That's exactly what I was
He's
waiting
like, I can't copy his score, so I'm going to copy
Teamy
TV
picks.
picks. Mm.
All right, Lions and Bills next. Lions. I'm going with. Man, this is a bad week.
I'm going to go with the Bills. Their defense is pretty good. They'll stop Matthew Stafford.
I like
Josh Allen
that.
will run some touchdowns in.
Last time he called them.
Right, I know. Go
I
ahead,
got the
Dwayne.
Bills.
Wait, you got the Bills too?
Yeah.
All right, dope.
Oh man.
for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Got
For no
the Bills.
reason. I mean, I feel like the Lions are just like a deadline.
Yeah, dude, Josh Allen's a better running back than what the Lions have right now.
At running back.
Than any of the
You know what I
Lions
mean?
running backs.
Like, it's just like,
Oh man.
what are they going to do? But
All right, so we got Packers and Bears next.
oh, this is a good one.
Well,
Even
this is
though
a rematch of earlier in the season.
one of the craziest games I've ever
And I
seen.
feel like it's a defeated Aaron Rodgers. I really feel like he's not there.
Yeah, does he care anymore?
It's so weird with them. They lost last week?
No, they won.
No, they won?
They
Who'd they-
busted the Falcons.
The Falcons, okay.
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
34-17.
I feel like the Bears have a good day here. I'm not going to bench them
Okay.
again. I got to follow
You
the
think they
number
win?
one rule. Yeah, I think the Bears win.
Okay.
Going with the Bears. The Packers, like you just said, Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is he's turned off for the rest of the season.
You got to go with them.
Gotta go with my
Go
man.
ahead. Yep.
My bad man, Aaron Rodgers, baby. He ain't gonna lose to these Bears.
Nah, he ain't gonna
lose to these Bears. He's gonna go on the road. He's gonna show Jared Goff how you play in the cold, Dwayne. That's what he's
Okay.
gonna do.
I mean, he's way better than Jared Goff. It's not even a question.
Yeah, he is.
I like to hear you say that.
And he's gonna go out there and he's gonna lead this team and he's gonna show everybody that he still cares, Dwayne.
He's the most talented quarterback of all time.
Yes, he is.
Of all time.
Okay.
Yes, he
Talented.
is. Yes.
All right. Redskins, Jags next.
Oh,
I say Jags are tanking,
jeez.
so Redskins win it. Oh, man.
There's
you know
no
what?
way I can't pick the Redskins, dude.
Who's their quarterback? They benched
Marks. Oh, Josh Johnson.
Josh Jackson, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know what
I
it
don't
is,
even
dude.
know.
I couldn't even tell you.
know.
I could not even tell
But the
you.
Jags are tanking, aren't they? Don't they want a good pick?
I don't know, man.
I don't even
they
know what
want
they're
a
doing
good
anymore.
pick? Don't they want a good pick?
So you want the Redskins?
I'm taking the Jags.
All right, Dwayne.
I'll take Redskins. I'm
All
gonna
right.
do it. I'm
All
gonna do
right.
it. I'm gonna say the NFC East is still competitive.
the Redskins win this game,
If
dude.
they win this
See,
game, they still are like
Redskins
in playoff
win it
contention.
OT. Redskins win it OT.
All right, I'm putting that down. OT.
It's like 4-6.
Yeah,
They went off.
they went off a safety.
It was
First
a
of all-
game of nothing but safety.
First of all, yeah, it's just 5 safeties. Like, dude, what? Oh my god.
4-6.
All right.
It's a hockey game.
Yeah.
All right. Next up. Oh, did you pick Jags?
Yeah, I picked
Okay.
Jags.
Titans Giants is next, and I say the Titans win.
Okay. That's fair.
The Titans need it more than the Giants, but
Well,
I'm
the
taking.
Giants want to lose because they want to tank, but then they blew the Redskins
Blew out
out.
the Redskins, dude.
Hey, maybe they're just trying to show that Eli isn't as bad as everyone wants to say he is, but I think he is. Still gonna take the Giants though.
Okay. I'm gonna talk all this crap, but the Giants are still gonna win.
All right, so I got
I'm
Titans,
torn.
Giants, torn.
I'm torn.
That's fine. We'll move on.
Derrick Henry's not gonna have the game he had again
No.
ever. I'll take the Giants.
Oh, you should have just called the tie.
I'm gonna.
You still
Opportunity
can.
missed.
You still
Opportunity
can.
missed. Nope, already
it's
called
missed. Seahawks 49ers. Here's your chance. Call a tie. I call it tie. All ties.
Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Yeah, 49ers need
just,
to lose.
Just busted. What's it? The
Broncos. I'm
Broncos.
taking the Seahawks though. The Seahawks are
49ers
treating every game like a playoff game,
49ers need to lose.
Oh yeah, no. Seahawks did play great. last
49ers
week.
are
competing for
trying to get that
number
number
one.
one pick.
But
so-
if they were, why'd they beat the Broncos?
That's what. It's just like these teams can't tank anymore.
He's like, I couldn't even tell you.
They don't even know how to tank. They're
All
so
right.
bad. They're bad at tanking.
Bad at tanking. They look up at the scoreboard at the end of the game. They're like, "Wait, what?"
We won. Weird.
Weird.
Who you taking?
Yes, I'm saying Seahawks.
All right.
All right, we're winding down on the last three. These are big threes.
Ooh,
are you ready
okay.
for this?
I'm ready.
You
They
ready
are
for
big
this?
threes.
It's the Patriots and Steelers.
Ooh, baby.
You
That's
know what
all
I'm
day.
saying? Steelers. Steelers put up a big fight, and I think this. What is it? AFC East? What is it?
No, they're
AFC
not in the
West?
same division, but it's an AFC showdown.
No. The Steelers. The
AFC
Ravens.
North?
AFC North. Yeah, I was saying the Ravens win or whatever.
Got you. Yeah.
Or lose. I think they said. I said they lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be wild.
Alright.
But I think the Steelers win.
Okay.
I think everybody's gonna say like, oh, Patriots, and then the Saints, like Steelers lose them both. Steelers might win them both. So I'm gonna say the Steelers win.
Taking the Pats. Steelers fall apart the rest of the season.
I would love to see that.
That would be a great thing to see.
I would love to see the Steelers win and just secure the 1 seed for the Chiefs. So I'm going to take the Steelers. Steelers win this game.
you
Chiefs
go.
get 1 seed, and we're living life large.
Could have called it a tie.
Oh,
I'm gonna. All right. Next game, we got Eagles Rams. I'm gonna say the Eagles win this.
All
and
right.
I can tell
Surprise.
you why. It's not because I'm an Eagles fan. It would actually be because I'm an Eagles fan, and I'm gonna
Oh.
say that
Wow.
the Eagles win.
That's some solid evidence.
I'm an anti-Rams fan. That's what's happening, and I want to see the Rams lose.
Of course, I'm taking the Rams. No secondary for the Eagles. I'm giving the Rams 21 points.
I thought we were friends, man.
21 plus.
We're not even saying score. You see this guy?
Yeah,
you see this guy? He's like, I'm gonna give him.
This is why he's a guest.
Yeah, you're always just gonna be a guest. We're
One day.
We're trying to save time. No score, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take one anyway. I'm taking the Rams.
Rams, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against them with the Eagles so banged up.
It's not even hard. It's impossible.
Yeah. It's just they're so banged up. Carson Wentz is gone. I don't know if Nick Foles comes in comfortably.
This is where we thrive.
It is,
This is
but
where we thrive.
it's just a little too late.
But last year we thrived because we had running backs.
Yeah,
and now we don't have running backs.
You were like 12-2.
We picked that guy up, and we're probably not even gonna play him.
Yeah.
All right, so the last game of the week. Here we
Saints
go. Ready?
Panthers, right?
This is the last game of the week in the last show of the last semester.
Oh, wow. That's really sad, man.
So we got Saints Panthers.
Saints.
It would have been better if we ended it on the Eagles and Rams, but we got
Panthers.
Saints and Panthers. Divisional game.
Big game for the Saints, man. Panthers need it bad too.
Panthers need it so bad that I feel like it's going to be a battle.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes down to Drew Brees being Drew Brees. I don't know. I feel like something big could happen where like
Remember
Drew
that
Brees
Cowboys
messes
game I
up.
called?
Yeah. But I'm going to say Saints win.
All right.
I'm giving it to the Panthers for the sole reason that the Rams need the Saints to lose so that the Rams can be the number 1 seed.
Okay.
I got you. I think we got some time. I think the Saints win this because
You can call a tie.
I wish I would have called the tie like one of these crappy games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I missed out so many opportunities. Lions, Bills. That could be a tie.
Any of these games could be ties.
Yeah, it's true. The Saints' run defense is great, and I just feel like if they slow down McCaffrey, then Cam Newton has nothing to rely on. He's been throwing the ball pretty poorly. Like they've been talking about, they think his shoulder's still messed up, and they think he might need surgery when the season's over.
Who's that again?
Cam Newton.
Oh, Newton. Okay.
So I think
it's great because he's my fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Right at playoff time.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So if they slow down Christian McCaffrey, Cam won't be doing anything unless he runs the ball. You know what I mean? So I think the Saints are going to win this game, and then they're just going to keep making Dwayne sad. All right. That's it for the week, guys. You guys want to get into some playoff pictures, some playoff predictions, some Super Bowl
So do you wanna go over
predictions?
what we called?
Sure, we can go with that, and then we can go off what it
See
is if the
see if we
playoffs
would
started
adjust.
today. We can talk about what if
We don't need to go for that, okay? Because the Eagles wouldn't be in it. It's not exciting.
Jeez, Dwayne, come on. You're just so rude and so
Okay.
inconsiderate because your team is clinched. God.
your team's clinched too.
Yeah, but I'm not the one out here talking about.
We could say how these next we could predict wild card because basically these top 4 teams
They're in.
They're in.
Yeah,
They're in. So all right. So what we called was basically what was going to happen because it was so. Wait, no.
Nah,
okay, never mind. So here's Dwayne's. I can't wait. Here's Dwayne's.
I'm ready to make some
All right,
changes.
so NFC. I'm ready to make some changes. NFC, he's got Rams, Eagles,
Oh,
I believe.
Saints, Bears, and then the Saints, and then Panthers and Vikings, which both of those teams are probably not making wild card. So we'll just do or whatever it is by whatever. So what would you change?
Okay, so
Like you could list it if you wanted.
I'm gonna go in order by
Yeah.
seasons. That time I didn't go in order.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in order this time. Saints number 1 seed. I don't think that the Rams are gonna have one win over them by the end of the season. Because if the Saints lose a game, then maybe the Rams something happens. But Saints 1 seed, Rams 2 seed. Then I'm going Bears 3 seed. Then Cowboys 4 seed. They're just riding really high with their defense being one of the top, if not the top defenses in the last couple weeks.
yep.
Then 5th seed Seahawks. The 6th seed is a toss-up between, like currently, right now, I think that there's like 4 teams that could possibly take that 6th seed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to go with the Panthers.
Okay.
So I'm going with the Panthers as 6th seed, knocking the Vikings out, who are currently in the 6th position. Panthers are currently 6-7. I think they can pull out. They can pull out 9-7 or 8-8 and make it squeak in.
All right. And then for your AFC, you called Did you go over the AFC?
No, I only
Okay.
did NFC.
All right, so you called Pats, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, which we don't really need to go over. All of us said that.
No,
Pats,
we can-
Chiefs, Steelers, Texans.
I'm going to change the Steelers one.
Really?
Yeah, well, say the rest.
Who wins that division? Who wins that division?
Dwayne thinks the Ravens will take it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we called Pats, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans. All of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then you called Chargers and Titans. So how would you change?
So I'm going Ravens. So 1 seed Chiefs, 2 seed Patriots, 3 seed Texans, 4 seed Ravens, 5 seed the 5 seed 10-3 Chargers right now.
Crazy.
That's crazy that you can be a 5 seed 10-3. So 5 seed Charger, and then that leaves the 6th spot, which is balancing between for me anyway, it's going to be balancing between the Steelers, the Colts, the Dolphins, and the Titans. I'm going to give it. Let me see who the Titans play for the rest of the. I'm pretty sure their schedule's not like crazy.
I'm not sure.
Giants, Redskins, Colts. Titans make the playoffs. Again.
No. No. I refuse.
I refuse.
I feel like that Week 17 matchup is going to be for that playoff spot. Titans, Colts, Week 17. I feel like that's going to be the game that decides it. Because I think that the Steelers are going to fall out. Obviously, if the Steelers don't fall out, then everything I'm saying about this 6th spot means nothing.
Yes.
Because the Ravens are going to be in the 6th spot.
Yeah. But
But-
that all depends. Yeah, everything depends on if the Steelers fall out.
But I believe that the Steelers are going to fall out and Titans are going to squeak in there.
All right. So what was your 1 seed Chiefs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that the Chargers are going to beat them and then win out, and the Chiefs are going to lose 2 of the next
Right.
3. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. So what did I say for the NFC?
NFC?
Is it something crazy?
It's a pretty cool one. All right, so you said Rams,
Okay.
Redskins,
Oh yeah.
Bears, Saints, Panthers, Packers.
Now I'm a sad boy.
Now I'm sad.
If I had to change
You should have
that,
just called a tie on this one.
yeah. I mean, if the Redskins still had Alex Smith at least, man,
Yeah, they would have a
they'd
chance.
still be in this conversation.
Maybe.
I agree with Dwayne.
Still think the Eagles would
until
won.
6th seed, and as much as I would love to see the Eagles in there, I'm gonna give it to the Vikings. The Vikings have the next 2 games are against the Dolphins and the Lions, and I know I said the Dolphins are gonna win, but they have a good chance of winning against the Dolphins, and they have a very good chance to win against the Lions. So if they win 2 more, well, they'll be like they could finish 8-7-1. They might get 6th seed. You know what I mean? So I think it might be them. Who knows? But yeah, other than that, Saints 1, Rams 2, Bears 3, Cowboys 4, Seahawks 5, Vikings 6. What I say for AFC?
AFC, you said Pats, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, Chargers, and Ravens.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't seem too far off.
Nope. I'll take Chiefs at 1.
I feel like you would switch the Ravens and the Steelers possibly.
Maybe, but I feel like they're still in. And
No,
if
yeah.
yeah, and maybe you know what I'm thinking. Yeah, if the Steelers don't make
So who's
it,
going to win the division?
I think the Steelers are gonna win it.
Okay.
They have an easier schedule. No, they don't have an easier schedule. No, you're right.
They have a
But-
tough schedule, except for the
But
Bengals. Their last
they're
game is
they're-
cakewalk.
Like to me, they're the better team.
What I think is gonna happen, I think they're gonna end up tying in wins with the Ravens.
You're
And
gonna
the
say they're gonna
tie.
end
The
up
tie,
tied.
is going to
what's
give
saving.
them the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I think is going to happen.
What's crazy is they should have just beat the Browns.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
geez.
Then it'd
We
be
wouldn't
fine.
be worried about
yeah,
that.
but if the Steelers don't make it and the Ravens win the division, the Colts are 6 seed.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's what I'm thinking.
I want to see the
I
Colts.
want the
instead of
Colts to be in the
Steelers.
playoffs, man.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. All right, so my list.
He has like the Lions on it.
I just said Eagles 7 times. There's 6 seeds.
Oh my god.
I said Eagles, Vikings, Saints, Rams, Seahawks, and Packers. So what I will change. So, did you guys not put the Cowboys in?
I put him
I
in
did.
Okay.
4 seed.
All right. Yeah. So I would say Saints, Rams, 3rd seed. Who's the 3rd seed?
Bears are
Bears. I
at the
forgot the
top of
Bears.
that division.
Yeah. So Saints, Rams, Bears.
Whoever wins your division is going to be 4.
For sure.
Yeah, because
okay.
if you win your division, you're automatically top 4 because you get a guaranteed playoff game, playoff home game.
Yeah, I guess it's the same 4 teams then.
Yeah.
And then 'cause
So
I would just say Cowboys at 4th again, like you guys. And your guys' wild cards, who are they?
Seahawks, Vikings.
Seahawks, Panthers.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks for sure. But I'm gonna say the Eagles pull through.
It's possible.
As you should, man. It's
It
definitely
is
Surprise
possible.
everybody.
It is definitely possible. It's a lot more possible than I thought.
And then the AFC I said Pats, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, same 4, and then Colts and Ravens. So, the only team I'm missing are the Chargers because they should definitely be in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna
They
say
can't miss playoffs, man.
No, they can't. It's almost impossible. So it's Pats, Chiefs. I am gonna say the Ravens just because I feel like the Steelers are gonna fall on their faces. I want to see that.
I want
I'm
to see
saying
that so bad.
Pats, Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, Colts, and Chargers. I almost forgot them again. I got a second chance and I almost forgot them. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay.
I think that's a fair playoff picture. I feel like this playoffs is it feels sealed. It feels like the 4 seeds are sealed, and it feels like the wild card is what's crazy right
Insane.
now. The wild card is what is crazy. Like it feels like any team could come out of the woodwork.
Dude, the Browns could make playoffs.
It feels like Giants could make it still. Like even though they can't, like it feels like technically they can.
If everyone at the that's going for the 6th seed loses,
yeah,
in the right
and
order,
the Giants win all
and
the
the
time.
Giants win all their games, technically it's not gonna happen.
But yeah, they would end the season. They have to end the season 7-9, right?
They are 8-8 currently. I mean,
Holy crap!
They have 8 wins.
They would have
They
to
have 8
finish.
wins.
They have 8 losses right now.
Okay.
They would
I
have
thought
to
they had
finish.
9.
They would have
I'm
to finish
confused.
the season 8-8.
I think I considered them already lost to the Redskins.
The
because
Falcons
Alex
and
Smith wasn't
Lions
injured
even
yet.
technically and Buccaneers technically have a chance.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
I
a
just
wild,
don't think
it's a
any of
wild,
us-
wild card. It's a wild, wild west.
For sure. But all it takes is 1 week, and then there's only like 3 teams that could possibly make it.
I do think it's interesting though. I mean, I don't know. These top seeds are very boring to me.
Yeah.
The only exciting one out of either NFC or out of either conference is the Steelers and Ravens. They're the only ones really fighting
Yeah.
for like the top 4 seeds. I feel like Cowboys made it even though they haven't technically. Like I feel like they have.
Yeah, they won enough games and beat the team that was had the best chance of taking their spot. So
I
you
don't
guys
know.
want to talk about playoff prediction? Like not just who makes the playoffs, but like
Yeah. How?
who we should
So,
to
all right,
make it
hold up,
simpler.
hold
We
up.
just do
Who chokes?
AFC,
Let's do who
NFC
chokes.
championship.
No, let's just say who chokes and who surprises. You want to do that?
I don't know.
I don't see anybody choking.
I was
Rams.
thinking. I
I
was
say
thinking
Rams choke.
if
Cowboys choke.
I was
say
thinking
Rams
that
and Cowboys choke.
we could do that by just saying who we think is going
You
to
know
make
what?
it to the
I would even
AFC
say-
championship and who's going to make it to the NFC championship.
Okay,
and
yeah, we
then
could say that.
just break down our bracket
We could
from
say
there,
that.
and we just that's
So,
how we decide who we
I'm
think
gonna
is going
say
to win the Super Bowl.
Rams choke. I really want to say the Saints will choke, and it's just because like
Both
Drew
of them?
Brees is having them. Yep.
Then who's going to be in the NFC championship? They both gonna choke.
Seahawks because they're winners. They know
Uh-huh.
how to win.
Seahawks
and then,
versus-
who's the other? Bears.
Seahawks Bears NFC championship. That would actually be interesting.
And I think the Seahawks win.
That would be super interesting. So you're saying the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I mean, like I'm saying it could happen. I'm not saying that's what's
Okay.
gonna happen.
I was
I
just
wrote it
saying-
down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just kind of saying.
I
Like,
thought that was
if
your
the Saints
prediction.
choked. No, I don't. Ah, man, I really feel like
It
the Saints
shows
are gonna
about
choke.
off top of your head predictions. So we need
All right.
some from you.
I said it. Seahawks and Bears
Okay,
in the
Seahawks.
NFC Championship.
And then Seahawks beat the Bears.
I think so because the Seahawks do have a really good
Okay.
defense.
Yo, that'd be
The Bears-
wild.
That
The
would
Bears
be
have the Bears
wild.
have a terrible defense or offense.
I was like,
The
wait,
Bears,
what?
the Bears have
Hold
a
on.
terrible offense, and the Seahawks actually have a good defense. So I feel like the Seahawks would win that game, not handily. It'd be very ugly. It'd be like that.
Okay.
It'd be similar to that 15-6 score.
You know,
You know?
the Bears would be the home team in that game.
Yeah, because they have the,
The 3
higher
seed,
seed.
yeah.
So I could almost see the Bears making it to the Super Bowl, but I don't see the Saints choking. I mean, I've already said it, but I'm just saying I think it'll end up being the Saints Bears if that can end up happening. Would that happen because of seeding?
What Saints Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah,
could technically happen.
it could happen.
I would love to
If-
see Saints Bears.
so,
I would call Saints Bears if I
based
could
on
really call
your
it.
based on your playoff prediction. If the Bears win, the Bears will play the Rams, right?
Okay.
And then if the Bears beat the Rams like you think is going to happen,
Yeah.
then the Saints win against whoever it is. Like,
Yeah. Anybody. Eagles.
yeah, anybody. Then they'll play the Eagles or whoever, and they'll beat them. And it'll be Saints-Bears NFC Championship.
Yeah. That's what I would want to see. I think it'd be Saints-Bears. But off the top of my head, I said Seahawks, so I guess I'm stuck with that forever.
Okay. What you got, Marcus?
And yeah, just to say who chokes, the Rams choke.
Oh, wait. Do we want to do all NFC first?
Yeah, NFC
Okay.
first.
Then
let's
Marcus,
just
what
start
you
with
got?
the NFC.
All right. Listen. I think the Saints are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's so hard. Listen, I mean, I do think, but it sounds crazy, but yo, the team that might go is the Cowboys, man.
No, yeah.
They're hot. I just don't want to see
Dude,
it.
They're hot and they're
the
well-rounded.
Cowboys-
They're hot and
Yes.
they're well-rounded.
They're so hot, dude.
Hey, nothing against all the Cowboys fans, but I hate all of you Cowboys fans.
Yeah. No, I just hate the Cowboys. I hate everything. I hate everything.
Nothing against you guys. I just
Hates you all.
I just dislike all
I feel
of them.
like everybody but Cowboys fans like hates Cowboys fans. It's not like they're like disliked or like I'm indifferent. Like I feel like everybody hates them besides Cowboys fans.
Yeah, but they run with that though. So
But then again, I mean, I grew up around Philly fans. I grew up, I always saw Philly fans, so everybody I know hates them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're
Same here. Same here. You know what? I'm gonna say some crazy stuff. Cowboys to the Super Bowl.
you got okay.
So you got Cowboys
who
and
do you have
Bears?
in the NFC championship game first?
Cowboys, Saints. Cowboys
Saints, yeah.
stun them again.
Whew, that'd be so
Okay,
awesome.
If it's gonna be Cowboys Saints, you have the Bears losing in the wild card.
Yeah. Who would they play in the wild card?
Whoever you have as your 6th seed.
My 6th seed would be
The Vikings.
Oh, the Vikings.
That means that
No, but that makes sense. That makes sense. At least.
they'd have to lose.
that
to the
means that the
Vikings.
Bears would lose to the Vikings, and then the Cowboys will play the Rams, beat the Rams, and the Saints would
beat the Seahawks.
play.
No, wouldn't the Saints play 6? Oh no.
No, the Cowboys would play the Seahawks. The Cowboys, and the way you have set up with
Yeah.
that prediction, you would have the Cowboys beat the Seahawks, and the Vikings beat the Bears. Then the Saints beat the Vikings, and the Cowboys beat the Rams.
That can happen.
That can happen, yeah.
I think so because the Bears offense isn't that crazy, so that's why I think the Vikings could keep up.
It all
You know what I
falls
mean?
on the Bears' offense just being bad.
Yes, not being good enough. So I
Okay.
think it could. I mean, it's not. The Bears their defense is crazy, but I actually do think the Vikings
I
can
want to see a
do
stat.
it.
I feel like the Bears' defense scores more than their offense.
That's crazy.
They score a
I feel
lot of
like it.
touchdowns.
Dude, they score so much.
But yeah, man.
Sometimes they score more points than Trubisky in fantasy.
In fantasy.
I think the Cowboys can definitely beat the Rams because they beat the Saints. And the Saints can beat the Rams. I think the Saints are a better team than the Rams do. So, but because the Cowboys have such a good defense, man, they have one of the best defenses in the league. Like I feel like
Yeah.
they're underrated. Like a lot of people because we hate them so much, we're just like, oh no, but they have one of the best
America's
defenses.
team, right?
Yeah, man. So I think,
So-
I'll say it, something crazy. Cowboys to the Super Bowl.
So we got Seahawks
So
to the Super
Seahawks
Bowl.
and Cowboys. That's what I
Cowboys
like.
to the Super Bowl.
Rams.
My NFC Championship game is going to be Rams Saints. Saints at home, but Rams pull it out.
All right, Dwayne, I'm writing it down.
Rams pull it out in the NFC Championship game
I feel like Rams Saints
and
can't
make it
happen.
to the Super Bowl.
I
Yeah, it
feel
can't.
like Rams Saints. No. I just mean like it won't.
Oh,
like it
okay,
just won't.
okay.
Like I feel like it's too perfect. The number 1 and the number 2 seed, they both had amazing seasons.
Isn't that what happened?
There's no way it happens. It never happens. It never works out that way. It does.
feel like-
it does, but it just almost never happens.
Okay, I can
You know what I
agree
mean?
with that. Yeah.
Like very rarely, I should say.
I'll put Rams v Saints.
I feel like
Rams
Okay.
Super
I don't
Bowl.
have any
if you put that much,
statistics to back that
a
up.
lot of
But
times
That's
if
all
you
right.
put that much work into the regular season, like you're just gassed. It's like the 73-9 Warriors. Like you're usually just a different team in the playoffs.
And they were very gassed. Before we move on to the AFC, let's take a quick 30-second break. Get your thoughts together, and we'll talk about the AFC.
See that cute little dog in the pet store? Chances are it came from a puppy mill, a breeding facility that forces caged, neglected, and often sick dogs to churn out puppies to be sold for profit. Meanwhile, millions of wonderful, healthy pets end up in animal shelters. But with one simple choice, you can help, just by deciding to adopt instead of purchase your next pet. Not only are you saving a life, you're taking a stand against puppy mills. Visit bestfriends.org/puppymills to learn more.
If you missed it, John says the Cowboys peaked.
The Cowboys have peaked this season.
Even though Marcus hasn't gone to the Super Bowl.
I haven't gone to the Super Bowl.
I see the Rams Saints NFC Championship. Rams make it out of the
So
whatever their new stadium is
Mercedes-Benz, I think.
Yeah.
AFC?
Let's switch over to the AFC playoffs,
AFC
guys. Let's do it.
Championship. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So I'm actually going to say a crazy one, too, off the top of the head. Ah, man. It sounds so crazy.
It's so much harder to say a crazy one for the AFC.
It is. It
You gotta
does.
say-
I'm going to say it, though.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
We already said. Man.
You don't want to say it.
I don't want to say
You don't
it.
want to say it at all.
Oh,
Let's
man.
hear it.
All right, I'll say it. Chiefs Ravens. We got a
Whoa.
rematch. I was gonna say
Chiefs,
Chiefs
Ravens,
Texans.
AFC.
I was gonna say Chiefs Texans.
Championship.
I just feel like the Texans are still too young of a team.
Okay.
With like Deshaun Watson, I think they'll get picked apart somehow.
Or okay.
But yeah, Chiefs
So
Ravens.
you think that Tom Brady's gonna choke?
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna look 41 again. Like ever since the Super Bowl, there, you know what I mean. He just looked old,
Yeah.
and then throughout the season, he's had spurts of like, oh no, he looks old again.
Yeah.
It's just that they're Patriots, so they know how to win. You know what I mean? Like Belichick knows how to win,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
no matter the chips he's given. So and like playoffs are always weird, man. Playoffs always come down to a play or two. Like there's always some crazy stuff happening. So yeah, I could see the Chargers going. I'm gonna say Chiefs Ravens though. I'm gonna stick by my gut decisions.
Who wins
This-
it?
This would be the craziest four teams because it'd be Chiefs, Ravens, Seahawks, Bears in mine. So
would be
you know what I mean. To meet the Super Bowl, it's Chiefs and Seahawks.
Nice.
Chiefs, Seahawks.
That'd be
Super Bowl.
insane. Before we do Super Bowl predictions, we'll wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dwayne, what you got, man?
And it has
Okay.
to be the teams that you picked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just have to decide off what you have.
Yeah.
So AFC Championship game. I want to go bold, but I don't see it happening at all.
Yeah.
The way you
You're
said
going
that.
the safe route. You're going the safe. Just
I
go the
wanna-
safe route.
I want to see the Chargers do
Yeah.
something
So
in
do
the
I.
playoffs.
So do I.
Because I feel like Philip Rivers just. But the only way they can do something in the playoffs, being the 5th seed, if they win, they're gonna play the Chiefs,
Yeah.
most likely,
But the Chiefs don't have Kareem Hunt, and Tyreek Hill is injured
and
now,
no defense.
and no defense.
You
It's
know what?
crazy.
You know what? I see you looking at me over there, Marcus.
No, I don't care. Yo, man, it's just your
But,
prediction.
It was
I'm
an
gonna-
involuntary look. Like,
I mean, he's talking to me. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say that the Chargers make it
All right.
to the AFC Championship game. And I think that the Texans will make it as well. I think they'll beat the
so,
they'll beat
yeah,
the
you're on
Patriots.
Same page.
So I got Chargers Texans AFC Championship. I just want to see some new
Yeah,
faces.
who wins
I'm
that?
tired of seeing Tom
You should have
Brady.
stayed safe. You went safe with the NFC. Should have
Yeah.
called the tie.
Nah, the NFC teams are just better. The top
Yeah,
two
no,
NFC
yeah.
teams are just way better than everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't
In my
yeah,
opinion.
Yeah, but I feel like that's made for an upset with how much fight these teams have.
Yeah.
Like, Cowboys have so much fight right
So,
now. The Seahawks have so much
with
fight.
Chargers Texans, AFC Championship, I'm giving it to the Texans.
Wow.
Wow. So you
After
have
all
Texans
that.
Rams?
You have the what?
Texans,
You have the
Rams,
Chargers
Super Bowl.
getting it to the championship game, and you have the Texans beating the Chargers.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. All right,
JJ Watt
Texans in
wreaks
Super Bowl.
havoc.
Right.
I would love to see JJ Watt in the
Yo.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Him and Jadavion out there. And then
Imagine hold
Deshaun
up.
Watson
Imagine
is
Steelers and Texans. It's the Watt brothers face down. The Watt brothers showdown.
Wait, that's impossible.
What is?
it's technically not.
The Texans and Chargers
impossible.
can't make it because they play each other.
The Texans and not the way I have it. I have the Texans as a 3 seed, and the Chargers as a 5 seed.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
I don't have
Okay.
them.
It's 3 and 6 that play each other, right?
Yeah, it's 3 and 6 to play. So
Okay.
the Chargers. So like in my scenario, the Chargers would win and face the Chiefs, beat the Chiefs. Then the Texans would win, face the Patriots, beat the Patriots.
Okay.
The Texans would beat the 6th seed. I think is the Titans.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's hear it.
I got the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. We got to give it to them.
You have-
If
Okay.
they
Yeah,
go 1 seed, they got the bye and they have like every game at home. So, yeah, definitely got to take the Chiefs on that one.
If they go to the championship game, you got to give Mahomes the MVP, right? Because he did it without Kareem and with an injured Tyreek.
But MVP in most sports is regular season.
No, I know, but like
you can't
that's
factor
why they
that
hold
in.
it is. They do that.
Because it happens after playoffs, but before the Super Bowl.
But it's the same thing in the NBA. It's the same thing in the NBA.
Yeah,
they
but
give
the
out
NBA didn't
MVP
announce it
after
until everything was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
It's like the same
it's still
thing.
technically considered.
No, yeah.
So
We're
are
not
we just
saying
gonna
like
give the MVP to LeBron just because he dragged a bad team to the finals.
They should.
100%.
They should.
100%, Dwayne.
Most valuable player.
Yo, that
I
doesn't
don't
make
think
any
so.
sense. That doesn't make. Hold on. Okay, we're just gonna get off topic here because that was what does this guy say? Blasphemous, Dwayne. So LeBron carried a absolute terrible team to the finals.
Yeah.
How was he not the MVP?
With a horrible
Regular
coach.
season MVP.
Tyler
That's how
was a horrible
MVP
coach.
is decided. Playoffs does not matter.
So what?
Playoffs does not matter
Playoffs
for
is
MVP.
the most important part of the season.
Yeah.
But that's not how they decide MVP.
No, I know, but yeah.
Is it called regular season MVP?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd still give it to LeBron. He made it to the playoffs
because
with a
they
terrible
have a
team.
Finals MVP. That's the one. If LeBron wins, he deserves it.
Well, that's not the finals. I mean, that has nothing to do with all the playoffs. It's just the finals. You know what I'm
And
saying?
the finals
Yeah, but
MVP
it
is
does
also
matter
off of
because
the
if
team
you
that won the
lose,
finals.
because if you lose, one time it wasn't. One time it was Jerry West and he lost. But anyway, that's a little stat
Stat
nugget
nugget, little fact, yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah.
So
But I think when it comes down to players who were like those same players, if they're in playoffs, they look at what happens in postseason. You know what I mean?
I don't think they.
It's hard to say.
If they do, I don't think they should.
Has an
How about that?
MVP ever won and not been in playoffs?
No,
No.
They're on the top like 3 or 4 teams, but
Right.
that doesn't mean that
Well,
if
they're
they
MVP
lose,
because
that
they've been winning too.
Right.
I don't know.
But anyway, yeah. Just to touch on that, I think Patrick Mahomes gets it because Drew Brees has looked like crap for like 2 games straight.
Yeah. So
Patrick Mahomes hasn't looked bad yet.
Chiefs and who?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Holy crap. I don't know if this is possible, but I honestly see Chiefs and I want to say Ravens because their defense is crazy, but I think Lamar Jackson loses his mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I think the Steelers. Okay, Dwayne, I'm sorry. I had the same seeding as you. How would these games play out? Could you run it?
We have different seeding because I had the Steelers not in the playoffs.
Oh, okay. But just I had
So you
say I
have
had the
this-
Texans at 3.
So you have the Steelers winning the division, right?
Yeah, I had the
At 4,
Steelers at
and
4.
you had the Ravens at 6.
Yeah.
And then you have the Chargers at 5.
Yes.
Okay, so who's gonna win? So it's gonna be Texans, Ravens.
Okay.
Who do you have winning that?
Texans,
Okay, you have Texans. Then who do you have winning Chargers, Steelers?
Chargers.
So the Texans would play the Patriots, and the Chargers would play the Chiefs.
Okay. Dang, I'd have to
that's-
say Chiefs Patriots.
Yeah, you got to.
I'd say
You have
Chiefs
to.
Patriots in the AFC champ game, and the Chiefs get their revenge, and they make it to the Super Bowl, man. Got to give it to my guys. I
So
can't.
you have Chiefs versus
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
And I
Yeah.
got Chiefs
And
versus Seahawks.
Gosh.
And
Do
you got
that would be one of the
Texans?
most watched Super Bowls.
Ever,
Chiefs
yeah.
Cowboys.
That's all I was thinking about the whole
Because
time too. Chiefs Cowboys.
The amount of Cowboys fans
Yeah.
that there are, if the Cowboys made the Super Bowl,
It's like America's team.
and everyone hates the Cowboys. Everyone's not a
Yeah,
Cowboys fan.
you're
but
right.
They would watch it
You're right.
just to
It'd
see
be the
them
mo-
lose.
yeah.
Just like with the Patriots, Eagles.
and the team
everyone
without
watched
Kareem
it
Hunt.
just to see
that'd be
them
the
lose.
perfect. NFL would be rigged if that's what happens. NFL is rigged. NFL is rigged. That's what happens. This controversial trade around Amari Cooper for a first round pick.
Right.
Everyone's making a meme out of him, and then bang, he scores like 30 points, 30
Yep,
points in
he's the
fantasy.
best receiver in the league since he's gone to that team. He's been the
Yeah.
best receiver.
Yeah. So it's absolutely insane that's how it would happen.
Yeah.
So
no way things
just to
happen like
recap, before we do the actual Super Bowl predictions of what we have. So Marcus, what do you have again?
Chiefs, Cowboys, Super Bowl.
John, what do you have?
I got Chiefs and the Seahawks.
I have Texans, Rams. Okay.
All right.
So
here we go.
between your guys'
to wrap
team-
up the last show of the semester.
Last show.
Predicting the Super Bowl. Here we go.
You got it, John.
I got it. All right. So I'm going to say it's just a battle. I think the Seahawks, I actually do think this is how it would play out. I think the Seahawks defense would overpower the Chiefs offense. I feel like the Chiefs would be so hot for making it to the Super Bowl that
Right.
they're not going to be stopped. I feel like and then it turns into a shootout between Russell Wilson and Mahomes.
That'd be so fun.
Spectacular
so fun to
play,
watch.
spectacular play after spectacular play. These 3rd and longs because the team won't stop false starting or holding, and then they just get themselves out of it somehow. This crazy war.
So realistic, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's 28-24 Seahawks at the end of it.
Wow. I like
Just
that.
based off
That
of
felt like
some
a
crazy-
movie.
Yeah.
I feel like I already watched it.
Just some
already saw it
battle.
happen in Madden.
Yeah,
It'd be
seriously,
awesome.
man.
It'd honestly be higher scoring than that, but that's just the score that I had.
What you got, Dwayne?
So Texans Rams. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Of course.
I think it's gonna
I
be
think-
it's gonna be a lot lower scoring than the Chiefs Rams game.
Oh, yeah,
but
clearly.
that's not even a bold prediction. But I think that the Rams and the Texans defenses are both gonna step up in a Super Bowl game, especially
Huge. They'll be huge.
golf by then
Swarming
will
that
have
quarterback.
more playoff experience if he makes it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Super Bowl is a whole nother stage. And Deshaun Watson is young too.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 really young quarterbacks making it to the Super Bowl. I
No,
feel
wouldn't
like
they have equal? Because hasn't Deshaun Watson played a playoff game? Too?
No, he
Yeah.
tore his Achilles. He tore his
Okay, right.
or ACL.
I knew I was forgetting something.
so. It's going to be about the same 1 or 2 game difference.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that 2 young quarterbacks, 2 average to above average defenses, it's going to be low scoring. But I think the Rams pull it out with some like crazy defensive play that leads to a field goal, and Todd Gurley just does enough to keep the Rams on the field with the ball, get the W.
Yep. Yeah.
LA Rams Super Bowl
I can see
champion.
that. How Deshaun Watson gets rattled. Can't handle it.
I mean, Jared Goff could easily get rattled.
Yeah, I could definitely say that too. But I think
That's
the
why I
Rams
think
have a
it's going
better
to be low
defense.
scoring.
Better, like their defense will show up. All right, man. I gotta take my Chiefs. Clearly, I think it's definitely a close game. I think the final score would be something like 30-24. Patrick Mahomes would be
Who are they
Super Bowl
playing
MVP.
again in your
Chiefs, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I think it'd be a great game. Definitely, we'll get stopped for a little bit in the beginning, have a slow start like we do a
Yeah.
lot of times against
And I
tough
think
defenses.
The Seahawks game would be
Yeah,
slow
and then
too.
like after halftime, like Mahomes adjusts,
everybody, let's go.
gets comfortable, and it just starts flying. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I think it ends like 30-24. Mahomes is the Super Bowl MVP. Clearly, without Kareem Hunt, like it's gonna
And
be
with an
really
injured-
hard.
He's still got an injured. Tyreek
Yeah, he
Hill.
has injured Tyreek Hill. He needs to be slinging
God.
that thing. So I hope this is how it goes down. I could definitely see any of these. Maybe not Rams, Texans. That's kind of crazy. But
Actually,
Okay.
crazier than our
yeah, that's actually crazy.
No.
Like, I don't know.
I
What
don't think it's crazy.
I don't think the Texans make it through the AFC, man.
No.
What was it? Seahawks Chiefs? I don't see the Seahawks.
the Seahawks give the Rams a run for their money every time
Yo.
they play.
Yeah.
I just
And
realized.
like, I feel like it's like they have their number.
Yeah.
I
and
just
then
realized
finally-
with this last minute we got here, none of us had the Saints in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
It is, but I
That
said I
is
would have. I said I would have thrown them in there. I
That
said
is
I would have
so
thrown them in there.
disrespectful.
My first
I went
thing-
with a gut feeling,
Yeah.
and then I got held to it. So that's all I had to go with.
My first
If
thing
my favorite
was
team wasn't the Rams,
I
Saints are in it.
said I want to say Saints, but I'm gonna say something crazy.
You know what's crazy? Because of this, the Saints aren't going.
Yeah,
The Saints aren't
we've
going.
spoken it into
We
the universe.
solidified it.
It's solidified.
Wayne's
solidified.
pissed.
That's
I,
crazy. I wish that the Saints could just go to the AFC for the playoffs, and then
Yeah.
we can meet them in the Super Bowl. But
And
that's not how it works.
Yeah, unfortunately, but we'll be back probably before the Super
be
Bowl.
back.
So we'll see if we're just dead wrong.
Make some adjustments.
And then we'll make predictions for the real Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the real playoff games and real championship games. And
keep tuning
hopefully,
in.
I'm right, baby.
keep tuning in.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this has been our last episode of Fan Talk for the semester.
Great to have you guys with us.
Have very happy.
We'll be back sometime in late January.
Yes,
Happy
late
holidays.
January.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy
Yep.
New Year's. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah,
All
yeah.
the holidays.
Happy
you
Chanukah,
celebrate.
Kwanzaa, happy I don't know what
Everything.
else.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Be safe, guys. Enjoy the cold. Enjoy the time with your family. And just remember,
Important.
we'll
Love
be
you guys.
here when you get back. Thank you for joining us, guys. This has been Fan Talk. I'm your host, Marcus Vargas, with John Hendrickson,
Yo.
Dwayne Holloman,
See you guys.
signing out for the last time this semester. See you guys.
Bye.